Right, good morning everybody and welcome to this video which shows you how to use a piece of software called Tracker. And recently we have been revising Forces of Motion, and what Tracker allows you to do is to analyze motion of videos that you might have made on your phone or using a webcam. And it is a really powerful piece of software, and it can plot motion graphs and it can work out speed and acceleration and so on. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but once you've got used to the controls, it's quite straightforward. So you've got this worksheet, and the first thing to do is open the software, and when you open it, it looks like this. Okay, so I've got the tracker running here, and I've got the worksheet on the left. So at the moment I'm on point 1. Now what I need to do is drag the video. So I've made a video of some motion that I want to analyze. I could go to File and Open File. Okay, but what I want to do is I'm going to drag it. So the video that I want is this pullback car. I just hold my mouse, drag it over, and the software opens it. Okay, and if we play it, somebody's pulling back a car and they let go and it accelerates. And what I'm interested in is the part of the motion where it accelerates. So I've opened the video, so I've done everything in number 1. Okay, number 1 is just telling me to open the program and then insert a video. Okay, number 2, step through the video player, find the number of the frame when the motion you want to analyze starts and where it finishes. So I'm going to slide through, and you can use the slider, and the motion actually starts when the car accelerates, or when the person let goes of it. It starts at 130 and finishes at 156, and I can click back 1 frame or forward 1 frame by using these controls that I'm clicking on now. So let's go to 156. Okay, and that's where the finish is. So number 3, I want to tell the software what frames I'm interested in. So I click the clip settings button, type in 130 for the start frame. The end frame is frame 156, and I'm going to step in step sizes of 3. Now don't worry about what that means at the moment. Okay, and so what you can see it's left me with, it's cropped or trimmed the rest of the video, and if I drag it back, you can see it starts at 130, and if I play it, it stops at 157. I must have put 157 in. Yeah, I put 157 in there. Okay, so I've now cropped my video, and you just drag it back to the start. Let's just play it through, and I've got rid of the bit I don't want. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to add a calibration stick, it's called, which will actually measure how long this distance is. So I go to this icon here, new calibration stick, and if you notice what happens when I hold down shift, my mouse arrow changes from a white arrow to a black square. So I'm going to hold down shift and click the start of the motion, which is there, and then I'm going to click at the end of this bit of blue tape, which is here. Okay, and that's the distance I'm interested in. Now that distance is 35 centimeters, 10, 20, 30 and 5. So I need to type 0.35 centimeters or 0.35 meters into the box which is above that blue line. Okay, so now the software knows how long this distance is, which is crucial if it's going to make any calculations. So I've done everything now in 0.4. Okay, I've added the what you call a calibration stick. Now I need to start analyzing the motion, and so I'm going to put an origin, okay, just like you have on a graph. So 0.5 is telling me to click on this button here, and you get two axes. Find the middle, hold your mouse down, drag it to the front of the car, just there. Okay, and now I've done everything I need to do for 0.5. That's all I need to do there. Okay, and I've dragged it to, in this case, front of the car. Okay, you could put it in another position, but I've decided to put it at the front of the car. So we're on 0.6, and you go to create and point mass. Now I'm going to track the motion as it moves along every 3 frames. So I'm going to hold down shift again. Again, it's changed to a black square. Click at the start. Okay, if you notice the car is moved a little bit further on, so I'll click on the front of the car holding down shift. Click again, holding down shift. Click again, holding down shift. Hold down shift, click. Okay, and if you notice that on a graph is being produced of the distance against the time, and there you go, a perfect distance time graph. So we're going to talk about what a curved distance time graph means, but that's a virtually perfect one. Okay, so what I've done there is completed 0.6, and what we're going to do now is look at the different types of graphs we can plot. So if I want to look at the velocity and how that varied with time, I click there and I choose VX, and look at that, that is a perfect velocity time graph. So it looks, you can see how the velocity increased, which shows there was a steady acceleration. So there's a lot more you can do with this, but we're just going to get used to using it in its basic form. And so when you've watched this video, have a go at it, and just pause the video at every stage, and you've also got a worksheet to help you as well. So I hope you enjoy using Tracker, and there will be another video to follow this up regarding the next experiments that we are going to do.